and truth. And these are the things that made me realize that maybe I need a sort of missionary work of finding truth. And I'm doing this not as a politician, but as a citizen, and someone who has been involved in helping many suffering people. And I feel it's my calling to continue finding some truth. And before coming to here last week, some 10 Japanese MPs in my party came to some briefing or presentations by some Japanese who've been seeking truth to present to them about some of the things that we've been talking about. And after my time here and my participation into the NGO meeting in Amsterdam later this week, I'm going back to report to a wider group of politicians in Japan. And I'm most grateful for the courage that Congressman Schroeder has taken in this venue of the European Parliament. And I think those of the people who are in this zero movement or truth movement, you have worked together in the internet world, but we have to go out from the internet. And the politicians have been mentioned in this patriots questions and so on. And you see many politicians, the architects, and the former pilots, and former bankers and so on are working together on the internet. But I think they come out from the internet world to be making real networks of the politicians. I think you are in minority in European Parliament or in Italy at the moment. I am in minority, and quite a few of you in your own fields are minorities. But if we work together, I think we can be a majority to be backed by many citizens of the world. So it's a great opportunity for the citizens through the internet, which has been the invention of the military people, and they have the upper hands of the technologies. But now we have the upper hands of the conscience of the people to find real truth. And the truth for us is a film seller. And I again congratulate you and others filmmakers who have taken this initiative. Thank you.
Dei difficili da toccare il suo approccio a questo problema.
We lose our credibility and therefore we lose our job. So I've written a new book aimed to solve that problem. It's called 9/11 Contradictions, an open letter to Congress and the press. It has 25 chapters, and it just deals with 25 internal contradictions within the official story. So you don't need to hear at almost 10 o'clock, perhaps 9:58. So you had a divergence there of about 45 minutes. That's pretty serious contradiction. The other contradictions are less well known. One involves Richard Myers, General Myers, who was the acting chair of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. So he was the most...
I didn't press enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So again, I'm in Amsterdam to be at the planning meeting of the 9/11. It's very important for us to talk about how we go from here to go more active in the real world of politics and media and so on.
Just for internet, you can use images with fair use law, so you don't pay for the images, but for the footage. But we really paid hard for the footage and everything, so it's a movie that has some costs. And the reason the movie is not in the internet now is more than 300 people gave us money to shoot the movie, to buy the images and everything. So we really want to give the movie to the 9/11 movement and to the people in the internet. But we're now trying to get the money back, to give the money back to these people. It's one of the first movies that is completely produced by normal people, people from the street, politically interested people, and they really made good efforts to allow us to
hijacked by an operation that was controlled by the United States government. Able danger. Now, these planes were also probably directed by remote control by the global powers. The Twin Towers did not collapse because of the...
You can see how many periodistas, journalists salían
They came out of the jury to come out and see these people.
to talk with us and to film us, and we speak about 11 March and 11 September mixture, and explain many things to the intelligence service, to anyone in that place. Yeah.
It's a great honor to be included in this meeting. My name is Yukihisa Fujita, but please call me Yuki. Y-U-K-I.
Just before, because we're filming, could you just be beside the light?
Yes.
It's better for the image. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So let me begin with the kind of activities that we have in Japan. And I think some of you may know a woman, Japanese woman called Yumi Kikuchi. Anyway, she has translated various books by Professor Griffin. And she has made Japanese versions of Loose Change and a few DVDs in Japanese. And she and others organized a sort of meeting to which she and others invited Mr. Rodriguez and others, I think in the summer in the year 2006. And there are some scholars and some journalists, as well as Yumi Kikuchi, who are working in various cities in Japan, though they have not been able to make a sort of movement as truth movement as such. But they have translated and written various books on 9/11. Now, I began to be interested in the 9/11 thing maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and was able to see Loose Change and so on. But last year, I began to be more serious about taking up this issue as I got re-elected in the upper house in July last year. I had been in the lower house 2 times before. Then I lost my seat 3 years ago. Then came back to the Diet Parliament last year. So since last year, I began to study more about the 9/11. And what made me feel I should take it up more seriously, one was, of course, the number